Hello and welcome everybody to a new video. It's been a while since we made one. And today I'll be playing Smite 2. It's been a while since I played this game. I've been playing it on and off, uh, for a good reason. Let's see, who do we have?
Greetings, fellow protector.
Where's the starter item? Oh. I'm happy that they decided to make starter items their own slot. So the reason why is that, well, first of all, many of the gods that I like haven't been added yet. I love Upwatch, Ragin, uh, Ratatosker. So yeah, my favorite gods aren't in, but that's not only the reason. I feel like Smite 2, it's not that it's not it's not that even a feeling. It's true. Is that they are playing catch up with Smite 1. They really are. In terms of content, Smite 1 offers a lot more content than Smite 2. I mean, for obvious reasons. The game has been out for much longer. And, what? If this is low? This is weird. Like 40 frame rates? That doesn't make sense. But yeah. And it is an issue for me, honestly. Like, I do not feel the major upgrade from Smite 1 to Smite 2. Uh, like the systematic change, the systematic change from Smite 1 to Smite 2. I haven't. I mean, the game systems. Okay, let's talk about the game system. The game system is different. You know, now we have more hybrid. Uh, oh my god, I'm so stupid. Uh, Now, like, people can build whatever they want. I think that's a good thing.
Your middle tower is
It
under
is
attack.
like it encourages creative building. That's for sure. Where's my build? I God builder.
Right on, man. Group up.
Okay,
Nice job. Your middle tower is under attack.
whatever. So yeah, that is a really positive thing that people now can try out weird builds. I hope it doesn't break the game though. Like I'm not too invested right now in the meta. I don't know what's good, what's bad, what's wrong with the current meta. But yeah, I am honestly clueless. But I hope that like the hybrid building doesn't break the game or create like toxic builds uh, where like people start uh, playing. Remember back in the days where like APE was a thing? Yeah, that wasn't fun to deal with. So I hope there there won't be any AP masteries in Smite 2. But other than that, I think it's fine, you know. And although this is a major disagreement between me and my friends, that I hate seeing mages building physical items as if they are like a really good thing, you know? I mean, it would be funny to see a like a mage building items that has the icons of a sword, but I don't think it should be like
Your
uh,
middle
a,
tower is under
a very
attack.
meta thing to do, you know? Bancroft. I think that ruins the RPG immersion feeling, immersive feeling of this kind of genre of games, you know? MOBAs have always been an RPG, a type of an RPG experience where you roleplay as a character from, you know, a mythology or uh, pantheon or something like that.
Yes, R.I.P.
But yeah, all in all, the systemic changes are really good for Smite 2. But that's the only thing that I felt so far in Smite. Wait, is my bandage? Oh, I didn't know that my bandage did damage. Is this new? Okay. But yeah. That is the only actual change I felt. I don't know. It's it's like people can build items now. That's pretty much the only difference. Like people can build more items. Uh, so the game is built on Unreal Engine 5, and it is the same engine that has Marvel Rivals 2
Okay.
up and running on. And I know it's an unfair comparison to compare Smite 2 to Marvel Rivals because
Your middle
two
tower
different
is under
companies
attack.
and insanely different budgets. But if you're not gonna use the massive, wait, did they steal? No, they stole. If you're not gonna be using the potential, like uh, the capability, the full capability of um, what's called Unreal Engine. Why the hell are we having a Smite 2 on Unreal Engine 5? You know? What's the point of Smite 2?
You
Sh
cannot
should
beat
have
me.
already thought about the budget thing before starting the Smite 2 project, you know? If you're not gonna be able to deliver an upgraded version of Smite 1 through Smite 2, uh, it is not really something worth doing. The only thing that has been upgrade in Smite 1 was the graphics. Honestly, like that's the only thing, and
Your
and
middle
that's
tower is under
also
attack.
us being like me being generous. Like Smite 1 did not have like polygon issues or something. Like um the game looked good. I would say even Smite 1 looked great, you know? I think the only issue that I believe, graphically speaking, between Smite 1 and Smite 2 was the hair. The hair on Smite
Your middle
1
tower is
looked
under attack.
terrible. It looked like it's molded clay. If you go back to Smite 1 and look, for example, at Anhor's hair, it looks basically clay that got shaped into a hair. But yeah, other than that, honestly, like maybe slight texture changes. I don't know. Honestly, I'm just not seeing the upgrade. You know, she's still chasing me. Oh my god. Oh, she got hit it so hard. Oh my god. Mm. There you go. So greedy. What's the next item? Gluttonous Grimoire. That's good. But yeah, the technology that Unreal Engine provides in terms of like gameplay, I'm not seeing it in Smite 2. I'm sorry if they are using some kind of crazy tech, but so far, like the gods have been using the same ideas. I mean, they even the reworks have been only about the numbers or maybe slight uh slightly interesting things that I don't think were impossible on Unreal Engine 3. Like for instance, the Wukong uh scaling, like his staff started like now gets bigger with how much AP he had or magic damage he has. I don't think that is something that actually wasn't possible in Smite 1. I don't know. You can correct me, guys, but I don't know if I don't think that it is something that cannot be done through Unreal Engine 3. Like many like really insane games been created on Unreal Engine 3 that had, you know, impressive stuff. But yeah, I don't know. Let's see. Oh yeah, gluttonous something. So I'm still hoping and waiting for like the next crazy thing that like the next god that's gonna do crazy things. But so far it's been the same Smite 1 gods and okay, actually I just remembered. The craziest upgrade that has been that happened in Smite 2, I think, in terms of technology, maybe is that Ymir now can make himself dash with his wall. Other than that, honestly, I really don't know what's different. Like, I'm just, I'm seeing, the graphical upgrade between Smite 1 and Smite 2, but I'm not seeing the gameplay upgrade of it, you know? That is why. So for me, right now, Smite 2 is just a Smite 1, but back in like maybe 2016 or something, you know, 2018. So I noticed that they removed anti-healing from Smite, from Smite 2. I don't know. If, can someone in the comments below tell me if this was a good idea or a bad idea. Like, I honestly don't know. I know they also toned down the healing, like the lifesteal. But is it enough now that like is the lifesteal like weak enough to not deserve an anti-healing item? I actually don't know. Uh, there's uh, there's this thing that it used to exist in Smite 1 when you open the store page. You can see your own stats. I don't know where did they move that? If they added it yet or not? I don't know. But I can see the stats over here. What else? These are my abilities. Tab. Yeah. You can see every stats. You can you can see the so you can see your strength, intelligence, attack speed, physical protection, magic protection, and movement speed. But you can't see how much life is still, so you have to calculate it yourself. You can't see your cooldown reduction. And what else? Oh, motherfucker. Oh my god. I misplayed that. Is this my first death? Oh yeah, it is.
I apologize. That was not my intention.
But yeah, the animation still also looks stiff. Like, honestly, it doesn't... look at...
Unyielding.
You know what I mean, right? Like, the model doesn't... It still looks stiff, like, as if it was made on Unreal Engine 3. There is no fluidity, there is no... like, the game doesn't neither look... Okay, so Anubis does look cool, actually. The way he moves, yeah. But Mulan, I think the when the first few gods they announced in Smite 2 had more polished animations than the gods later on, because I believe the community started complaining that oh, it's gonna take them years to add every other god in Smite 2. So I think they neglected the polish for releasing like a faster release of gods. Because now I believe they're releasing a new god every 3 weeks or something, which is crazy fast, like crazy fast. Like.
Okay.
What is happening? I don't think they're coming, dude.
Enemy missing. Enemy spotted.
Yeah, it's time to buy the obsidian shard. Then it's gonna our last item is gonna be a rod of Tahuti. Okay? So yeah, look how he moves. I love the movement animation on and even the texture feels more polished compared to like this what's her that's Mulan, right? This Mulan skin it just looks bad, you know. I mean for me, like, this is a problem with Smite 1 as well as Smite 2, is that Smite
Feels like a
as a
mighty
game,
willow.
never had like an iconic art style. It doesn't have like the cartoony vibe
Victory.
as let's say, I don't know, World of Warcraft uh, or League of Legends. Yeah. It doesn't have also realistic gothic style like say Dark Souls or Elden Ring. Uh, I feel like they are trying to be somewhere in the middle, and it just comes off as a cheap mobile game looking kind of game. It just doesn't look that impressive, you know. It just looks bland. If you like, let's say, let's look at this skin. If you publish this on a 3D modeling website, people would assume this is just a throwaway asset. You know, it's not really. Yeah. Also, this looks generic. You know, if you take it out, this costume or skin, if you take it out of Smite and you showed it to anybody, they won't recognize that it comes from Smite. Uh, uh, although this one, I like this one for some reason. Like this skin has like some kind of weird black aura. So I hoped uh, that with Smite 2 they will have a more unique identity in terms of the art style. Maybe like a simple cell shading would have made a big difference in my opinion. Where the game might look more like Borderlands with the cell shading comic booky style, and I think that would have worked great. I know some people will like be, oh no, I don't like the cartoony look, but style is ageless. If you have a unique cartoony, maybe comic-y, maybe anime, not anime, like anime, but with a Y at the end, you know, something like have a stylized thing going on. Because if you go for the realistic look, your game in 5 years will look so outdated. Because the realistic style, quote unquote, if we can call it a style, um, will start to look less realistic as technology progresses. So I believe if you are building a game and a long-term live service game, I think you should go for a comic book or cartoony or anime style. Then your game will look fantastic in maybe like 10 years, like, at least, you know. Go look up the Spider-Man Unlimited game. That game is incredibly old, but it still looks really, really good. Let me tell you when this game was released. So the game was released in 2014. Okay. Wait, is it Spider-Man Unlimited? Spider-Man. What's the game called? I don't think it. Ah, it's called Ultimate Spider-Man. Ultimate Spider-Man game. It- oh my god, the game was released in 2005. So yeah, look that game up, and it is a 2005 game, but still looks awesome to this very day because they went for the comic booky style, art style, like with the cell shading and all. Oh my god, the game looks so nice. Anyway, so this video has been longer uh, than it should have been. But yeah, I enjoyed like the game. Smite 2 is like when you play Smite 2, you're basically playing Smite 1. You're gonna have the same amount of fun as Smite 1, but with lesser gods. So far, that is the review of Smite 2. Uh, but the only people who will think it's praise or not are people who are too deep with Smite 2. They will talk to you about the balance, maybe like the game is a lot more balanced, or the gods now, or the items feel much nicer to play. But in terms of the casuals and people who are um, waiting for what is so special about Smite 2 will I'm sorry, but they will not be able to tell you the big difference. They will probably say, okay, yeah, Smite 2 has a better graphics. That's pretty much it. You know. And by the way, I can't run the game for some reason on ultra settings without having the frame drops. Let me show you. But this is Smite 2. This is basically the difference between Smite 1 and Smite. When you run this game on ultra settings, it just looks nicer. You know, this game looks much nicer than Smite 1. For me, that is not a massive difference. Also, the god aspect is pretty cool feature, but it's not like it changes the playstyle of certain gods drastically, but others are just. It feels like it's some. I wouldn't say like a rebalance, but almost like a changes the character from being maybe like an assassin to a bruiser, or they are still a damage dealer, but yeah, like Thanatos, for example, his aspect makes him stack health permanently, so changes his playstyle from being a guy who wants to one shot you, and but he dies also quickly, you know, which is an assassin glass cannon, to maybe a bruiser that wants to fight for a longer time, which is honestly it is not that much of a difference, you know. It's basically like the runes in League. That's what change. Like a Diana with Conqueror is not the same Diana as with Electrocute. But the other gods actually have like a drastic uh, change in terms of gameplay. For example, Kali goes from melee to range to melee. That is actually pretty cool change. But yeah, that is pretty much it. You know, visual update and god aspect are probably like the two major changes to Smite between Smite 1 and Smite 2. And the reason I didn't include the aspect from you know Smite, like from Smite 1 to Smite 2 as a big difference is that I believe that they also could have done the aspect system in the Smite 1, you know. Yeah, I don't think there was an engine limitation there. I am really still waiting for the big wow factor. Uh the game still, like, the animation looks clunky, janky for the newer gods. The first gods, I said, Anubis, Ymir. These gods like have much better, cleaner animations because they probably have spent a lot more time than the newer ones that they keep pumping out every 3 weeks. Uh, but it's still not enough. It is still not enough. This is not a game that I would say deserves of the two label. Maybe they should have. I think they should have kept this game in the oven for much longer, and maybe like they should have released it with at least like with 50 gods. Let's say, you know. I think they should have kept Smite 1 alive and pumping out skins and kept people, you know, engaged with it for a little bit longer. And then when the Smite 2 comes out, it comes out on really good standing legs. You know, it should have felt like like should have had like the core gods, like the core ideas of the gods, but I think the gameplay should have been upgraded. When right now it just feels system changes and balancing that and graphics that are um the biggest differences between Smite 1 and Smite 2. Anyway, this was such a long rant, but yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please like, comment, subscribe, ring the bell to join the channel, and I'll see you next time. This was Yobi. Bye bye.